It's a great honor for me to speak with you today. We're here because something deeper is happening across this continent. A quiet but really steady conviction is at root, and that conviction is really simple. Africa's future must be owned, built by Africans, and really financed by Africans. Rwanda is ready not only to contribute, but to lead where it can. I'm going to walk you through the Rwanda's journey from where we started to where we are now, and how we built a system that delivers. Over the last 20 years, Rwanda has been shaped by one consistent idea, that transformation is possible when you're disciplined, focused, and intentional. That's how we turned a once fragile economy into one of the fastest growing on the continent, with our GDP increasing more than 16-fold. That's also how we became ranked #1 in Africa in the World Bank Newbie Ready Index. But rankings only tell part of the story. What matters more is what they represent. Which begs the question, why Rwanda? Rwanda is a place where you can invest because today you can register a company in 6 hours, you can own 100% of your business and repatriate your capital freely, you can invest in a backed legal system that protects contracts and a culture that values delivery. So in essence, we're not just open for business, but we really are structured for it. Our geographical position allows us to become a bridge to markets across the continent. Rwanda is at the heart of a region undergoing rapid demographic and economic growth. Through the EAC, COMESA, and the AFCFTA, we offer preferential access to over 450 million consumers. So whether you're looking to expand in East Africa, establish a regional base, or access Francophone markets through Central Africa, Rwanda is your launchpad. And as you saw in our country's group chat yesterday, size doesn't matter to us. We may be small in size, but we really think at scale, and we build for the long term. Let me share the areas where Rwanda is really placing its bets, and where we invite you to place yours. First, manufacturing. When it comes to manufacturing, we're moving from import substitution to regional supply. We have mapped over 300 hectares of zoned, serviced industrial parks across 9 regions. We're investing in glass, steel production backed by domestic raw materials, agro-processing, food-grade packaging, and sustainable materials. Circular economy, industries like recycling tied to regional FMCG demand. These are not small pilots, these are long-term platforms, and they're ready. Let's also take a look at agriculture and agro-industrial development. Today we have a project called Gabiro Agribusiness Hub that has over 5,600 hectares of irrigated farmland, which is already operational. The next 10,000 hectares are ready for investments with infrastructure, for operators, and an offtake agreement in place. So this is how we move from fragmented plots to scaled agribusiness, from rain-fed uncertainty to really regional food security. Third, real estate and construction. Our population will nearly double by 2050. Kigali alone today needs more than 30,000 units, housing units each year. We're investing in affordable but also middle-income housing, net zero infrastructure like Green City Kigali, waterfront developments, and hospitality corridors across our most visited parts of the country for tourists. I hope this takes you a little bit into the motherland and makes you dream about real estate and construction. So we're not just building homes, we're really designing the African city of the future. When we look at innovation and finance and ICT, Kigali City, Innovation City, is really not an idea for us. It is being built, and we've already welcomed Carnegie Mellon, Africa, BioNTech, Africa Leadership University, and a pipeline of tech entrepreneurs and researchers solving African challenges with African talent. So we invite you to join them today in infrastructure, in capital, but also in ambition. Finance, today we have the Kigali International Financial Center, which is Rwanda's bet on the future of African capital. It's a platform for fund managers, family offices, financial institutions looking for an African jurisdiction that offers 0% capital gains tax, full foreign ownership, and the legal structures to domicile investment vehicles with confidence. So if you're looking for where African capital should live, we think it should first live in Africa, and Rwanda is ready to host it. Last but not least, tourism. You know Rwanda for gorilla trekking, most likely, but tourism in Rwanda is now much broader, more inclusive, and more forward-looking. We're building eco-lodges designed for African travelers, conference centers in secondary cities. Today we're #1 in MICE after South Africa. And we're also building hospitality zones near our lakes and national parks. So this is not just about seeing Africa. It really is about experiencing it, owning it, and inviting others to do the same. This really brings me to sort of the end of our sectors, capturing some of the opportunities we have, really summarizing succinctly in each sector. Before I end, I want to tell you, I want to close with a story of a day in the life in Rwanda. And let's just say that this story starts with a young man from Côte d'Ivoire, whose name is Koulibaly, who travels to Rwanda. Hopefully he's traveling with Rwandair. And while he makes his way to Rwanda and he arrives, he suddenly wakes up to the hum of a drone delivering medical supplies, built by a homegrown tech startup. These medical supplies are most likely for a young girl whose father used to work in a factory, and that factory used to import packaging from Asia. But now it produces made in Rwanda packaging for African goods and sustainable packaging. And Koulibaly suddenly decides to take a couple meetings and run to the city center, where he finds a smart co-working campus powered by solar panels, housing a vibrant tech community of about 1,000 people. After a busy week, he looks for a weekend activity, and he ends up volunteering at a reforested park, where African tourists, not just foreigners, come to explore, learn, and reconnect. This is really not fiction. This is already happening in Rwanda. While at the co-working hub, he met with the CEO of an AI company expanding across Africa, not from Silicon Valley, but from Kigali Innovation City, financed by an African-owned private equity firm domiciled at the Kigali International Financial Center. His final weekend getaway, the one and only Nyungwe Lodge, where he can see gorillas in their natural habitat while forgetting the worries of the world. This is Koulibaly's story, but it could also be your story today. And this is the Rwanda we're building. We're building a Rwanda where every African can find himself, can find opportunities to thrive, with the belief that Africa can finance its own growth, that our industries can be green, inclusive, and world-class. But also that our stories, real stories, deserve to be written by us. I thank you for your time, and I hope to have a chat with you later for an investment in Rwanda.